Hello everyone, it's Jennifer and thank you for joining me today. Yes, I already have something here on my mat and I have the Grateful Heart Design Challenge kit, some of the items from that kit. I did an unboxing, so I will put a link in the description to that unboxing, and I just have a small portion of what the kit included. The kit has even more here. What I need is I need a really good blue necklace, and I have plenty of blue here in this kit. I'm probably going to use some of the little blue pinch beads. These two beads, one of them is the matte. It's like a matte onyx bead check glass. And then these here are turquoise and metallic blue check glass. These like oval beads are from the Grateful Heart Jesse James beads mix that's included in the kit, as well as some of these little floating hearts. And the hearts are really cool because they're drilled up at the top, so they're gonna hang a little differently. Now I do want just a kind of shorter necklace-ish, maybe about 18 inches. So I know that I don't have 18 inches here because this is 8 inches long and there's lots of spacing in between. So I am going to figure out a way to incorporate some of these within the design, and we will do that as we are going along, because then I'll just start adding them. And we have so many here, and I will have plenty for other projects too. So I'm going to just grab a few of them, well, more than a few, several. And then I will start incorporating them within the project too. So I'm thinking that I might put them in between, maybe in between these beads a little bit, maybe in between here. So in between the hearts. So I know that I'll put them here in the hearts. Oh, here's that piece. And in the hearts, and then I will just kind of splash them here and there and everywhere in between. And I'm super excited about this because this is going to be a blue necklace. However, though, I am super stoked about using the pink tourmaline that came in with a kit. Pink tourmaline is one of my favorite colored beading wires from Softlex. I love the pink tourmaline. I like the citrine, which I think citrine is no longer available, but I was able to snag a bunch before it discontinued. But I wanted to include these clear beads rather than other beads because I want that pink to pop through these beads here. And I think I'm probably going to put these in between the oval beads too. I couldn't think of what to call them. Oval, just when I was doing the unboxing, I think I was just so excited, and oval just was not coming out when I was trying to describe what they were. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need 2 more, and I will have plenty for something else too. All right. And I've been so excited. I had work all day today, and I've just been so excited about getting home to get to this project. Now, I am a work from the spool-ish type of designer, where if I know that this is how my design is gonna go, I will do that. Sometimes though, so if I'm gonna have an 18-inch necklace, and I don't know what my design's gonna be, I just kind of have a bunch of different beads here on my mat, I will cut off. So if I want 18 inches, I'm gonna cut off probably 24 inches, maybe 22 inches of beading wire, and then I'll work from the center out. And then I know when I get to a certain point that I can stop. So, but this one here, I have a specific pattern. Now, if you notice, I have all of these other small beads up here, And I did that because if I get through everything and it's too long, I could take some of those off. Then, since I have some of these other blue beads, the pinch beads scattered, if I need more length when I get to the end, I can add more length. So kind of forward thinking a little bit, but I'm going back and forth with the metallic. So this one here is the metallic, or no, this one is the matte onyx. And then this one here, I think is that, I have to look at it. Yeah, this one here is the turquoise and metallic blue. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to start stringing, but I'm going to string, I'm going to show you when we get to the clear one what I was looking for out of the wire. And I have a hard time just covering up the wire with all beads. So sometimes what I'll do too is I'll leave a little bit open in the back where the beads will go to here. And I might use a crimp here, but sometimes I want to expose that wire because it's so pretty. However, though, we are going to expose it a little bit and we're going to find out right now. Let's go here. Oh, see that little bit of pop of pink? Look at that. That is perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm going to continue on with my pattern with using the pinch beads in between and kind of scattering the other beads throughout as well. But I'm putting the pinch bead between the non-other beads, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you what I have. Oh, I love this. Let me get a few more on here and I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to go away. And then when I come back, then we'll put it together. Now I have 2 other projects sitting here to make, and I will do those in separate videos just so that it's not one long video. We have a few short videos. All right. So this is what I have so far. And that's how it's going to lay. Oh, I love it. I love having the little bead, the big bead in between. Absolutely love it. So pretty. So I'm going to continue on and I will come back before we crimp because we are going to crimp using the magical crimpers. So I'll be right back. So here's what we have so far, and I'm about halfway. And when I was at about halfway, it was 8 inches, which is good because I am wanting about, I was hoping for about 16 inches or so. So that will be perfect. Or well, I was hoping for, I don't know, like 16 to 17 inches. And so with the loop, because we're going to make a loop at the end that we're going to connect our lobster clasp to. So I'm going to continue going. This is what we have, and I am absolutely loving it. So I'm going to continue on, and I will be right back. We are back, and I have some tools here. I have some bent nose pliers so that we can open up our jump ring. I have some of those magical crimpers, and I also have a pair of chain nose pliers because we're going to open up I have an oval jump ring that I'm going to use for attaching my clasp. Now you can attach your clasp directly to your necklace. However, though, if it malfunctions, you would have to take the whole entire necklace apart. So I try to always attach it with a jump ring, and I'm going to use, like I said, an oval jump ring so that I can keep from the wire from coming through the jump ring. And it's a good oval jump ring too. And I have 2 of the crimp tubes from our little mix here that we have. Okay. Now this magical crimper only works with 2x2 crimp tubes, and what it is, it has one well, and you place your crimp right in the middle, and when you squeeze down the first time, it turns it into like a square with the 4 corners pinched, and then you flip it on its side, and then you kind of rotate around while squeezing, and you end up with a bead-like finish, and it's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, again, I still have this connected because, again, never going to eliminate waste, but I can try to reduce it. Now, one side I want to have for the loop for the clasp, and the other side's gonna be for the jump ring. They could be the same size. So I'm gonna add my 2x2 crimp tube. I'm going to thread my wire back through, and I don't want a small loop because I want to be able to easily grab onto that that loop there with my lobster clasp. Sorry, I'm just fumbling over my words. So now what I want to do is I'm going to grab my magical crimper, and I'm going to place that crimp right in the center. So it's in the center there, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a squeeze. And when I do that, I get the 4 corners pinched. Now I'm going to flip it on its side. It's not secure yet, so I'm going to flip it on its side, and then I'm going to give it a squeeze. Then I'm just going to continue with turning this while keeping that crimp tube in the center until I feel no tension. And so you can see that it's still trying to move around there. And I just want to make sure that I get this all nice and secure. I'm just turning that around, and then you end up with a little bead-like finish. And if I can slip that wire through that bead, I would be so happy. I don't know if I'll be able to. I will be happy. Let's see if I can get that in there. I don't think I'm going to get it in there. And I only do that so that I don't have a little bit of it poking out up against my neck, but that's okay. If I can get close enough, which you can get close enough too. And I did. I got close, very close, so I'm not going to have that poking out at me. Okay, so now I have that. Then I just love having that pop of pink. So pretty. Now I don't need a long length over here. So I'm just going to come about so. I just need a comfortable length. And as you can see, I'm keeping this pretty much kind of coiled up, how it would sit on my neck, so that I don't have it so tight where it's not going to sit right on my neck. And then, but then it's also not going to be loosey-goosey. I don't want any wire exposed. Okay, and I want to try and get that, this side about the same size. And you can do this also. I've done where I've added like a mandrel in between, and I'll show you what I have. But I needed a longer, I needed a bigger loop this time. But what I do is I've mentioned before, my daughter's an esthetician, and I will keep these, and I'll do this so that I know that I get the same size loop, and I'll do this and then crimp down. So just another good way to use your eyelash wand, right? So let's try and get, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be the same size, and there's no front and back. So, but I do want it to kind of be about the same size. That's about the same size. About, okay. Again, I'm just kind of keeping it like so. Now I'm going to add that crimp tube to the center of these crimpers right there. And I end up with my 4 corners. And I'm going to come in, and you just want to make sure you're not sitting on top of your beads. You don't want to ruin your beads, but you want to get that nice and turned around, get that all nice and secure in there. And sometimes what you can do, it looks like I crossed my wires too, but it's staying very secure. Also too, what you can do is you can, if you have a hard time, when I was first learning, so here's my waist. The other piece, I don't even know where the other piece went. Oh, it's right here. So there's my waist. That's it from working from your spool. Sometimes what I would do is I would add a 3rd wire, and that helped me when I was learning quite a bit. So now let's take our chain nose pliers, and I'm going to open, like I said, this is just an oval jump ring, because then when the tension is on like this, so when I'm wearing it, the slit is on the side. And that works out perfectly. Oh my goodness, I love it. And get that nice and secured in there. And I already checked, and my lobster clasp works. And so here we have it. This is project number 1 for Softflex Company, A Grateful Heart. This is the design challenge kit. Now, it might be sold out by the time this posts, but they're also going to be releasing on August 28th their next newest design challenge kit. That kit is called Gone Batty. I can't wait to get that. Did you already order it? Oh yeah. Tell me if you already ordered it. All right, so be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up if you like it. Comment. I love to see what everybody has to say, and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.